This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
Next, we turn to Niger State, where an explosion from a tanker loaded with petrol has killed at least 86 people in Niger State and wounded 55 others. A statement from the Niger State Emergency Management Agency says that the incident occurred in Diko community when the tanker detached from its head and exploded, killing passers-by and residents of the community. Joining the conversation this morning is Sadiq Abubakar Akote, a journalist in Niger State. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on the conversation.
Okay. Good morning.
Right. We know that 86 people have been killed so far and 55 injured. Can you give us any other updates as you have noted them at the scene in Niger State?
We also have about 50 people now on admission. Those are the ones we can say we know that have been admitted at Suleja General Hospital. And they are in very critical conditions because what the medical director of the hospital told me yesterday was that most of them sustain more than 70% degrees are born, which is beyond their own their capacity to manage. So they have to refer them to either Gwagwalada, Jabi, or National Hospital, where there are specialists to handle the cases. Also, there are some people that the families could not were not comfortable with the management of hospital, the rate at which the hospital was managing them. So they took their relatives away to other places. Some have gone to traditional medicine practitioners. Some have gone to as far as community hospital, where they believe they can get better service. And also, as of yesterday, some people were still looking for searching for their relatives. What I learned this morning was that maybe in the course of season, some people ran away and eventually they died. I learned that about 10 corpses were discovered again after 86 were buried on Saturday when the incident happened.
So we understand that there were some reports that as of yesterday, this petrol tanker was still spilling petrol. And if I go back to what we heard of the explosion, that it was spilling petrol for up to 2 hours before it exploded. Can you talk to us about that? Why has the state government said anything about why it took the authorities so long to address the situation? As of this morning, can you tell us whether the petrol has stopped spilling in that location?
When things happen like this, we learned that security operatives, including the police, the civil defense, the soldiers, try to control the crowd. Try to stop people from going to scoop the fuel when the tanker fell down. And also in the process, the tanker driver and his friends were trying to transfer the fuel from the falling tanker to another tanker that they brought so that they can deliver the product to the filling station that they were supposed to. But people resisted the security control. Until when it exploded. One of the victims I interviewed yesterday at Suleja General Hospital was living in a nearby shop doing a menial job. When he saw people going to school for and then he went to look for the council, and then he went there with his friend. Unfortunately, he was severely burned, and then the friend died in the process. We also learned that a woman whose house was close by also went to call two of our children with jerry cans and to go and scoop the fuel. Unfortunately, they all died in the process.
Right.
So we learned that the security agencies were actually on ground to control them, but unfortunately they resisted.
So let's talk about the security operatives. Now, you have pointed out that the people were insistent on getting petrol. Do you have an idea of how long it took the security agents to get to the scene between the accident and then the arrival of passers-by?
Diko Junction is always a very busy location because it's a joint that connects Abuja Kaduna Express Road, and then we have about 7 different parks there. Those are carrying passengers, more than 7 carrying passengers across the country. So it's always a busy. So security agencies operators are always there. You find road safety there, you find police on standby, you find civil defense, because it's a location that is prone to even crimes. And then you also find sometimes soldiers patrolling the area or on standby. So we learned that immediately the incident happened, knowing that people will always come around to scoop the oil. They immediately moved to sing. Unfortunately, people still resisted. However, we learned that what I was told yesterday was when the tanker fell down, it was not actually still immediately. It was people that went there to start opening the edges of the fuel to fish, and then the fuel started spilling on ground. So that was what happened, and unfortunately, they could not actually go to where the fire actually came from.
Right.
Initially, we were told that the fire was from the generator that was used to transfer the fuel to another tanker. But one of the tanker drivers told me yesterday that the fire was not actually from the generator. There are also other conflicting reports that said some people said while police was trying to disperse the people that were scooping the fuel, one of the police officers fired a gunshot. While some say it was from a cigarette that was dropped. So a lot of people were just giving contradicting information with regard to what actually ignited the fire.
Right. Well, Mr. Akote, thank you very much for your time on this conversation. Sadiq Abubakar Akote is a journalist in Niger State, joining us this morning to speak on the explosion of a fuel tanker in Niger State at Diko community, which killed 86 people so far, injured some 55, and as we've been informed this morning, has seen 50 people hospitalized for third-degree burns.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.